Good morning to all of you who will be starting in around 10 minutes. Good to see you guys in here. Lindika, Zahir, see you. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. Kalani and Ari Mako Toby. Arire Mako Toby. Hey, either way, you guys know I love you all. We will be starting very soon. This is freaking huge, yeah. The dashboard, man. Did you guys get Krisha's email, by the way, yesterday? All right, this is a mic check. Mic check. This is a mic check. Let me know if the music's too loud, if I'm too loud, if I'm too soft, etc., etc. We'll be starting in 5 minutes, hoping for a more relaxed stream. This is a mic check. That one's gonna stick with me. What's your perspective on the market when we hold 1 to 2 weeks above the 200 moving average? Bear market over? Lucas, I did do a detailed video on my thoughts and sentiment on the monthly open, so go ahead and check out the video of the 1st of August and you'll get an idea of my perspective. That daily 200 moving average is totally overblown. You don't need it. You can get a better read of the market using something else. It's gonna be just me, by the way, guys. No Krisha for you guys today. You guys are stuck with me again. Are you guys enjoying the new dashboard, by the way? Man, I'm loving it. Are you guys seeing this right over here? Are you guys seeing how well it caught Cardano? Oh, by the way, Cardano is now also available on the dashboard. Full feature charts, 2-day time frame and 4-day time frame are available for all you freemium users. So no longer stuck with the daily time frame only on TradingView. Yeah, so go ahead and enjoy it. You have the mango ribbon built in within it as well. And hey, support and resistance lines dynamically drawn for you guys. Oof. The dashboards is getting better and better every year, and we will be improving it for the time to come. Foreseeable future, forever. Look how well it caught this, by the way. Let me just go ahead and just quickly zoom in. Look at that. If you guys took that trade off the 21 EMA and the support and resistance lines right over there. I'm going to discuss what I've been doing with Cardano myself personally. We'll be just having a more casual stream today. Sitting back, answer a few questions. Hopefully we don't get too many shitcoin requests. So guys, don't do it. Don't do it today, please. It's one of the reasons why I quit doing these live streams eventually, because it gets so tired of looking at shitcoins. Mark's like, oh wow, the new dashboard looks cool. Whoever made that must be very cool. Yeah, very cool indeed. By the way, Mark, how cool was that ending? How cool was that ending of that book? Book 2, like Kanye's trilogy, man. Lucas Simon says, loving the new dashboard. Good to see. Good to hear, buddy. Good to hear. Garima, how are you? How are you? Oh, by the way, guys, Garima is going to be one of our newest seedlings very, very soon. Garima, excited to have you in the seed fam, in the chat. Mark Gore is in here as well. It's going to be a fun stream. Sach, how's it going, man? Kirthan Italia says, tips for the swing trading in this time where bearish divergence are not playing out as expected. Well, I've been talking about how people aren't playing bullish divergences and bearish divergences correctly because of 2 reasons. One, they don't really know how to really detect a real divergence. Most people call it out way too early when it's not even triggered just yet. And secondly, they're trading bullish divergences in the wrong environment and bearish divergences in the wrong environment because they are trading it counter to trend. So what I like to do is I like to play it in the direction of my trend. So we ignore bullish divergence during the bear trend, and we ignore bearish divergence during the bull trend. And keep it that simple, man. Keep it that simple. rewatch the modules if you guys haven't done so, right, in a while. If you guys have, for example, if you guys finished the seed program maybe in November and you guys got caught up into the bull market and had all your easy trades, right? We talked about how a lot of people are going to enjoy easy trades during the bull market. So if you guys got caught up into that, now's the time to revisit the modules and make sure you're refreshed, right? Those skills need to be constantly refreshed, because bull markets lead to bad habits, believe it or not. I'm pretty sure a lot of people outperformed me in the bull market, but during that zone, during this bear market zone, I freaking killed it, man. I killed it. I'm pretty happy with myself. So I'm going to be taking a break again from trading, going to be more relaxed again, which is why I'll likely do a lot more streams too. But during that bear market zone, I was trading, but I was a little bit more concentrated with what I was doing. So I did not want any distractions from shitcoins. But it will be a educational phase for you guys, right? That period of videos, that entire like 2 months where we were dissecting the charts every single day on Bitcoin. Those of you who are really serious about trading, go ahead and watch those videos during that period, right? Because you're going to see that same period happen again and again and again and again throughout the course of your trading journey. Jeez, first stream and I'm already ranting again. Ooh, wow, the timing thingy is already done, eh? So I guess we should be going on over to the charts. Might as well. I think I have to click this button right over here. There we go. I got the right button. Ooh, by the way, guys, I have, other than the dashboard announcement, we have another announcement for you guys. I was gonna have this as a surprise, but we do have another version of the Mango Dynamic I've been working on during that entire phase as well, coming out very, very soon. There's a lot more fine-tuning available on this. I'm not entirely sure I want to give you guys too much control of it. So essentially at the moment, the tempo has been drastically improved. You also get control of the tempo. I'm not going to show this off just yet because I'm not sure whether I want to include this as a feature, and you guys get to turn on the extra cautious feature on and off as well. So yeah, so this is going to be again, as previously mentioned, the way I like to do things is I design the indicator more so for myself, right? And if it helps you guys too, great, it helps you guys. But these are things that I'm looking for personally in my trading. So yeah, the tempo, Mark is like, woohoo, yeah, the tempo is massively improved as well. So dynamic, I've been putting a lot of work into the back testing of it, and especially the tempo. The tempo is something I've been working on. You guys know, actually, it's been like what in actuality, it's been more like 7 months in development, the tempo feature, because it was supposed to be a separate indicator on its own, but I really did not want to have to sell another indicator. I did not want a separate product. I wanted to include it as a package kind of thing, so just include it with the dynamic. Why not, right? Kind of like a Christmas gift to all of you dynamic users as well, and seedlings. What's on the bottom left? Oh yeah, what is that thing on the bottom left? What is that thing? That's the dashboard. Dashboard is completely, well, not completely free. It's 95% free, right? 95% of the features are free, especially the new features that we included. Let me go ahead and switch on over to that. Boom, did I get it right? Ooh, I got it! How was that transition, guys? How was that transition? Sounds like it's Christmassy, eh? Yeah, man, I just keep giving and giving. I should stop. I'm like Santa Sean. Santa Mark 2 over here though now. I wasn't supposed to reveal the dynamic though. Kinda I couldn't help myself though. I wanted more time on it, but now I'm going to feel pressure to release it. I'm always working on things in the background though. But when I tell you guys, I feel pressure to release it. And there's sometimes where things just don't work out, right? Like I try indicators and shit, and it's just like, not feeling this. Give George Lucas a run for his money. Who's George Lucas? Winkleo, how's it going, buddy? How's it going, my man? Oh yeah, let's go ahead and talk about the dashboard. Let me find the window. Where are you? Too many windows. I legitimately lost it. Oh no, never mind, it's on the monitor. Okay, so over here, so yeah, what do we have going on over here? Well, we have the tickers on the top. This is the big one. Well, it's not the big one, but I really like this feature. The fact that we can keep a high level eye on the major markets of the global macro markets, right? 10-year yields, US 30-year yields, Dixie, Bitcoin dominance ticking up as we speak. Ooh, nice. So yeah, we'll go ahead and talk about this on TradingView as well. I'll go through these charts with you guys. But hey, more importantly, the big real feature right over here is this big, nice, beautiful, convenient chart where you get to turn on all your Mango indicators, or rather, the features within the Mango indicator right over here, right? So as you guys can see, currently we have the 21 EMA and the 55 EMA showing. I'm going to go ahead and turn off this cool automatic support and resistance lines. You'll talk about that very soon, but simply by clicking on the legend on the right hand side over here, you guys can turn on your favorite Mango ribbon indicators. By clicking off, it goes off. Clicking on, it comes on. Oops, I misclicked. And similarly, you have your 10 SMA. You also have your Ichimoku right over there, the Tenkin and the Kijun. Let me zoom in for you guys. And you have your cloud. So if you turn all of them on, this is essentially your Mango ribbon, right? Right over here, the 21 EMA, your Tenkin, your 10 SMA, your 55 EMA, and your cloud as well. You can pick between Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, VeChain, and Matic. At the moment, free users have access to Bitcoin and Ethereum, while premium users have access to the entire list. As for the legend on the side, free users have access to all of them except for the support and resistance, weekly support and resistance, and the 4-day support and resistance, because that is a premium only feature. So premium users do get to enjoy automatic support and resistance lines drawn out for you guys. So at the moment, the way it's done, the way it's calculated is, let me go ahead and turn off everything. And I'm going to turn on only the weekly support and resistance. So the way it's done is, at the moment, because I clicked the weekly support and resistance, the horizontals that you are seeing are drawn based off the weekly time frame, right? So if I go ahead and switch on over to the 2-day, the 4-day, the daily, these support and resistance lines are going to stay because you have the weekly support and resistance lines clicked. Similarly, I can turn them off, and now, even though I'm sitting on the weekly time frame, I can go ahead and turn on my 4-day support and resistance lines, and you guys can see it's different, right? So the dashboard's telling you that, hey, 4-day support and resistance was in this zone right over here. We cleared it, not yet though, right? We want to see the weekly candle close above the 4-day support and resistance zone, and if we do that, the next level is only coming in all the way at around 2.4-ish. Yeah, that makes sense, Mark. So there's no price data for it, right? So 200 the 200 moving average should be disabled, because all you're going to end up seeing is a small curvy line over here, because there's not enough price data. Hey Andrew, how's it going, my man? How's it going? Good to see you here. Yeah, so this is available, by the way, for all of you guys on app.mangoresearch.co. And let's not forget the actual trend trading dashboard feature too, that is also available within here. Just click on the home and you're going to get a list of all the coins with their trend signals indicated to you, as opposed to whether they are long, short, or neutral, right? So that's been a feature available for a year now, and now this is a massive update. So if you guys missed the email Krisha sent out to all of you, go ahead and read it, because it is broken down. The features are broken down there. Mock deleted Andrew's message. Oh, that's funny. He's like, oops. That's censorship, man. How's it going, by the way, Ken? I'm not sure whether I said hello to you yet. Chauvin is in here as well. Andrew's in here. Lucas Simons. Who else do we have? Kirtan Italia says, Mango research, definitely. The bull run induces bad habits. Let's have some weight on traps to look for. We talked about traps that we played one of those traps, right? We managed to I don't want to use the word predict. It's a really bad word to use, but it was the kind of trap that tends to happen far too often in crypto, that if you have the experience, you can actually use to your advantage. So the way you play traps is one of two ways. You either get trapped, or if you manage to avoid the trap, right, you play the other side of the trap, where you're like, okay, there's a lot of people trapped on the wrong side of the trade, so now I'm going to use that to my advantage to play the upside swing, because the amount of traders will be closing out their positions is going to add to my directional trade, right? It's going to add to the upthrust towards my trade. So those are the two ways. You either get trapped, take a loss, or if you manage to avoid the trap, you use that to your advantage to get momentum on your side. It's very simple, guys. Trading can be very simple as long as you are willing to check your ego at the door. Don't try to be right. Just try to make money, man. Just try to make money. Don't try to be right. Andrew, how's it going, man? Let me go ahead and this. Is there anything else I want to talk about on the dashboard? I want to switch back to the charts for a bit. We'll come back to the dashboard. I'm a little rusty with my movements though, guys, so I do apologize. Okay, so yeah, there we go. Was that good? Was it good? Mag, how's it going, Mag? How are you? Good morning to you too. Makes me so happy to see you guys in here. It's been a while. Is the music too loud or too soft? They become fuel, yeah. Yeah, well said, Tewukro. 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 Am I saying your name right? I want to get the right emphasis too, man. And the right passion. You have the kind of name that I bet requires passion. Okay, yeah, Andrew's question. Sean, don't you think BTC has rallied up massively over here in the past weeks? And with time-based resistance... Oh wait, so this is not clearly Andrew Barley. This is a new Andrew, because Andrew Barley would not have said Tony's MRI indicator plus price-based resistance rapidly approaching. What's your question though, man? I think I'm missing the question. There's no question. There's no question in your question. Don't. I think it got cut off your thingy. So let's go ahead and talk about some Bitcoin, man. So yeah, we closed the weekly above the dynamic, so that's a good sign, right? Has to be a good sign. I'm going to use the old dynamic for now, guys. So what do we want to talk about, really? I want to talk about the fact that we might be putting in a local top over here, but again, you guys know what I feel about trying to call tops, right? We are trend traders. I'm actually in a trend trade. I'm not taking profits. I'm using the fact that I had such a good early start, right, to my advantage, right? The fact that we got in so early, and if maybe I'd gotten somewhere around here, I'd have been looking to trade the range or take some profits over here, because it's a high probability area to see a pullback, in my opinion. Okay, we do have top of the cloud over here. We have the Kijun as well. We do have the breakdown point. There's a lot of resistance over here. Like, if there's any place that I'd be looking for a pullback, would be somewhere around here, right? So yeah, cloud has flipped green though, so that's a really good sign. It's not thickened out just yet. What would be really nice to see, guys, through a bull perspective is putting in a high low somewhere around here, breaking out of the cloud like this. All right, then I'd like to see the 21 EMA, which is coming in somewhere around here, bottom of the cloud, also angle up. Right now we have the Tenkin, the 21 EMA all squeezing like this, the 200 moving average come over time and start making its way past the cloud as well. That's going to take some time though, but the real goal is to have a TK cross somewhere around here above the cloud, while the cloud starts thickening out and price starts living around here. Right, I'll start looking for $100,000 over there. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Of course, all of that needs to happen, right? If it doesn't happen, well, I'll be looking towards the downside. We can look for this then. Also, have you guys been following any of the other Twitter influencers or whatever? Like, what's the sentiment at the market at the moment? Have people been on the same page as Mango, or have we been doing our own thing? Like, hey Ollie, how's it going, my man? Because Mango has been like pretty much focused on pretty much Bitcoin, and been doing only Bitcoin, and ignoring all distractions from other coins pretty much too, throwing this entire bear market phase, and we managed to pretty much nail every move so far. Of course, the run won't last forever, but I'm just trying to wonder now what kind of sentiment is out there, because if the sentiment is in line with Mango, I think that the kind of people that we have in the market at the moment are just really traders, right? We don't have a lot of retail in the market at the moment, which should make sense. But I just want to confirm now, because if we do start seeing retail start stepping in, things could get interesting. I don't want to call, I don't want to use the word retail, okay? It's retail, because I don't know, man. Like, we're all retail, all right? Let's be honest. And power to retail, why not? Influencers seem to have gone bullish late again, in my opinion. So they were bearish at resistance and bullish. Bearish at support and bullish at resistance. Eh? Cautious optimism. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So you guys need to remember, let's not lose sight of what we're doing over here at Mango. We gotta have patience. We are playing this. It's way easy for me to take the easy trade right now and take profits over here. That's the easy thing to do, right? What's the hard thing to do? The hard thing to do is like, hey, Sean, you are playing something else over here. You are playing the monthly time frame. Let's not lose sight, Sean, of what you took your trade based on. You took your trade based on this monthly close. So let's not lose sight of that, because if you do, and you come back to this chart when Bitcoin's sitting somewhere around where you envision it to be, if this monthly follows through, if right, we don't know, you're gonna feel like crap. You're gonna be like, well, Sean, why didn't you play your trade? And I've felt that in the past before. Sean, why didn't you play your trade? Why do you let the short-term time frame swing you? And look at what I'm doing over here, guys. I'm looking at the 2-day time frame as a short-term time frame. Why? Because relative to my monthly time frame, it is short-term, right? The monthly looks good. Like, if you're looking at this as a 1-hour time frame, you'd be like, hey, it's going up. So yeah, where's the love for the monthly? Ollie says, I think it's mixed sentiment. Bullish slightly, most eyeing a pullback here. That's good. I think a pullback, I wouldn't be surprised, but at the same time, I don't want to lose position. I'm turtle trading this, man. I'm turtle trading this. Do you guys know what that reference is? If you're a seedling, you should know that reference. Sentiment is reserved bullish. Team a lot are calling that altcoins will lead the bull run and BTC will follow. Interesting. Winnie the Poop. Winnie the Poop. Makes me laugh. Okay, anyways, so for the past few days, it hasn't even seemed like a pullback is possible. Today, it was the first time in a few days it seemed like a. So again, right? I just want to be a little bit more cautious on especially in moments like this. The chart may put in the most perfect bearish formation with your bearish divergence, etc. But you're going to see that the neckline, if I can draw a straight line, the neckline doesn't, like, you won't lose it, right? You'll see one or two things happen. You'll see dips into it. You'll see these lows get taken out, and we consistently close above. And then I bet if you turn on your trend indicators, depending on what you guys are using, I'm using the dynamic, of course. Yeah, there you go. We're still holding it right over there. We're holding the dynamic. Let me see the tempo on the new version. Tempo on the new version of the dynamic. Look at that, by the way. How clean is this? How clean is this? How are you guys liking the new dynamic? And you can turn on extra cautious over here. Over there, and you can adjust your tempo aggression. At the moment, I set it to mid. So the mid is going to be the default value. The big question is, do I allow you guys to play around with that? Oh yeah, Andrew probably hasn't seen the new dynamic, eh? He just showed up. So if we lose this level over here, you can see that its volatility is thinning out. We could make a move down to around this zone. So around 42,000 to 41,000. I wouldn't be too surprised. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the markets that matter, guys. The big guns over here. Like I said, to all of you in the seedling chat, it's time to keep an eye on the gold chart, right? So basically the inverse of gold BTC, which will essentially give us BTC gold, and we can go ahead and take a look at what the dynamics saying in conjunction to it. And if you guys do remember, we started getting bullish, really bullish on Bitcoin. That was a big trade right over here. This zone over here, right? We were so patient on this one, and yeah, and rode this really well. And hey, things are back in equilibrium now, as you guys can see. Lost the dynamic, retested it so perfectly, drawdown, no continuation of the bear flag. Brilliant. Taking out these highs over here, closing above the dynamic. Man, it's looking good, guys. It's looking good. Let's go ahead and see what the new dynamic is saying in regards to the tempo. Oh man, tempo on the new dynamic is saying it's on, like Donkey Kong. Why do I hate XRP so much? What are you saying? I hate no coin that makes me money, man. I know nothing about XRP. I like XRP. In fact, I like it. What are you talking about? Any coin that starts with X, I like. Alright, that's how simple I keep it. Alright, so I took my sip of water, my sip of Coke Zero. What's next, guys? Gold looking good? I mean, rather Bitcoin in relation. Gold looking good for us Bitcoiners. Oh, by the way, guys, please go ahead and check out the article I wrote on Bitcoin. Ollie, could you share the link? One of you, Ollie Mock, could you guys share the link? It's called Bitcoin Gives You Wings. I really suggest you guys read that article. Whether you guys are Bitcoiners or not, it's pertaining to crypto, government, centralization, and historic context of why Bitcoin is essentially going to demonetize violence, right, and perpetuate peace. So it's a fun little article where I reference some major historical events that are very apt for what's happening currently in the world. So go ahead and read that article. XLTC. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you. Sean pinned the message. Can I pin? What? You can pin stuff? You can pin messages. What does that even mean? Oh, it's on the top. Oh, damn, you're right. What happened to good morning? I did not, oh my god, I did not have a good morning. Oh my god. I have failed life. Alright, let's do it. Good morning. Okay, I gotta try. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sean Dex, and I welcome you back to the Mango Grove for your daily live stream. It's not daily anymore, so maybe monthly. All right, let's go ahead and check out 10-year yields now, guys. Weekly 30-year was actually giving us a really nice, yeah. Interesting. Ooh, interesting. I'll be a little bit careful over here. Yeah, gotta be a little bit careful over here. Bonds are probably going to start taking a hit over here because this has been an aggressive sell-off, essentially, or rather, bonds have been catching a bid aggressively recently. But then again, who knows, man? I think what the Fed are doing, the Fed is essentially playing tug of war over here to posture, essentially to be able to keep rates at a manageable level so that they can service their debt for at least a few years. I think we're just going to have a stalemate over the next few years where, on average, we're going to be pretty much somewhere around this percent, right? Around 1.5-ish. Let's see. Can take a look at the break-even inflation rate as well, quickly. At the weekly, though. Currently sitting at around 2.37. Essentially, guys, the break-even inflation rate is the difference between the rates that you're going to get on your inflation-protected treasuries in comparison to the bond of the same maturity date, right? So essentially, the inflation-protected treasuries will have to outperform the bonds, or rather, the inflation will have to be more than the break even over here that you're seeing at around 2.3%. So the market is essentially saying, when you're looking at, let me put it this way, when you're looking at the break even inflation rate, you're essentially reading a number that is telling you that inflation in the markets needs to be around 2.3% or higher, right, for the bonds to outperform the inflation protected treasuries. All right, and one of the other ones that I'm keeping an eye on is Cardano Bitcoin. I've been watching this like a hawk. I actually did accumulate a position on the bottom of the dynamic. Let me go ahead and pull it up really quickly for you guys. Essentially the same trade that we've been taking for a while now. Just take it over and over again. I've been taking a particular trade on ADA USDT, which is essentially the dollar level, right? Very easy. And the Bitcoin pairing, right, over here, we just buy the bottom of the dynamic. If we lose the dynamic, close the trade out. Good morning to you, but that sounded angry, bro. I think yields have a pop up. Yeah, yields rallying, bonds catching a bid. Are you ever going to get around to looking at BTC M1 and BTC M2? Those are interesting charts. Yeah, no, I've been keeping an eye on that, man. We've been talking about that too. Krisha, my better half, is taking a well-deserved break today. She's been working hard, man, especially with the most recent dashboard release, etc. AP says, hi, do you think we can see above all-time high on Cardano this month? Is that realistic? Against USD or against Bitcoin pairing? So Cardano essentially needs to hold the $1.68 level on the weekly time frame before we can get excited for any upside move. Resistance at around $2.37. That's what you can look for. Looking for all-time highs is you look for it after you get it. Hey 3M, if you're going to be toxic in here, we will remove you. Be nice to your fellow Mongolians. Hey Imi, how's it going, buddy? Ooh, Imi's gonna be really interested or really happy to see what I've been working on with the dynamic. Now we know, Imi, why I've been hesitant to push new videos on, or rather tutorial videos. I'm not sure if you're still here, but send a message or in the live chat if you are in here. Alright, we can go ahead and take a look at the lower time frames now on Bitcoin. We have taken out yesterday's low, not the best look. Yesterday's daily candle close on Bitcoin too wasn't the best, right? We did see a sell-off, closing pretty ugly over there. I would expect to see this actually come down just based on this price action. We would expect this to see come down over here to 42,848. Yeah, so what's going on over here is we have 2-day resistance overhead on the Ichimoku. We can go ahead and turn around really quick. We have 2-day resistance on the Ichimoku. We are closing the 2-day in 15 hours and 6 minutes. That is clearly being reflected on the daily time frame as well, but that flip of the 200 daily moving average from resistance into support is clearly coming to play. I don't see this as a real level that we should be placing a lot of money on, right? We didn't pay attention to it on the way up, and it served us well. I don't think we should pay attention to it if Bitcoin wants to come down. If it does hold, great, right? It doesn't really bother us, but I wouldn't be surprised to see us lose the daily 200 simply after consolidating above it for a bit, because this top of the cloud over here off the daily 200 as well as the 2-day Ichimoku right over there, Kijun, top of the cloud, etc., is more important to me. And now on the daily, we are seeing some weak price action as well. You can go ahead and take a look at the oscillators to see whether we are seeing anything. We do not have bearish divergence between this point and this point, but we do have bearish divergence between this area and this area, also getting triggered. I'd be looking for that confirmation as soon as we get a candle close underneath 44,637. If we do see that candle close underneath 44,637, we can look towards the daily 21 EMA as well as these candle closes over here. So 42,400 is where I'd be looking for Bitcoin to come down to if we do see that measured move, or rather that bearish divergence get triggered, as well as the 2-day seeing its resistance off the top of the cloud play towards the downside over there. Top of the cloud to you too. We lost a 21 EMA on the 4-hour Bitcoin pairing. Let's go ahead and take a look at that, man. Let's look at 4-hour cloud. Probably have the EMA over here. Yeah, holding the Tenkin though, man. Tenkin's more important to me at the moment. Let's see if we can retake it. If we lose the Tenkin, you have a C-span trade. 42,000 right over there too, man. It's awesome. Pipes, I'm sure you're going to enjoy it, and I'm glad to hear that you do like it. Ron Van Dyke says, good morning, started watching your channel. How do I join the best seedling program, the premium? We have only one version of the seedling program. You can find it at themangoway.com/seed, right? Yeah, themangoway.com/seed. And yeah, so essentially the seedling program is lifetime access to all the courses, to all the core learning material, because I don't believe that people should have only limited time in which they should get their education in. So I want people to be able to constantly, firstly, I want them to learn at their own pace, right? Because everybody has their own pace at which they learn different topics, different concepts. And I want you guys to be able to constantly revisit the material. More importantly, we do have a very, very, very family-oriented, loving chat group, like learning group, I would like to call it too, where we are constantly learning in there as well, sharing ideas and sharing our mostly our struggles, our troubles, our hiccups, our pains. And that's what I'm most proud of in this community, that we are not ashamed to talk about what we struggle with, right? Because that's what we learn from the most, our struggles, right? So if I share my struggles with you, you're going to be able to make that your struggle, and you won't have to go through it. And yeah, so that's the Mango Seed program, and there's only one version of it. You don't get like partial access or anything like that. Well, it depends. It depends. We do like to get to know the members before inviting them to the chat group, right? And I do recommend talking to the seedlings like Julian, talk to Ollie, talk to Mark, talk to Andrew, talk to Zahir. You see many of them in here actually. So talk to them, get their thoughts and opinion, get their honest feedback. So guys, another chart that might be worth keeping an eye on is Uni BTC, or is it Uni USDT? I believe Uni USDT. I do have it on this list. So if it's not if Uni USDT is not on this list, then it's Uni BTC. Let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly. Turn on the horizontals. Yeah, it's Uni BTC, makes sense. And yeah, this Zono here, guys, we're testing it, and if we do break it, it's gonna get interesting. It's gonna get interesting. If you guys do remember, when we were last doing these live streams, I did have what's going on. I'm pretty sure. Okay, I think let's go ahead and pull up Uni USDT just to make sure. I think I'm missing something over here. Hold up. I was so sure I had more drawn on over here, but yeah, either way, this zone over here is going to be really important. If we do clear this towards the upside, we may make our way all the way up to around 8,000 Satoshi. So watch out for this structure breaking towards the upside. We've tested once, right? You can see how we sold into it immediately, saw the follow through. On this test, on this most recent test though, we're not seeing the same price action, so that's interesting to me. Seed is life. Hey, Trader Fraser, how's it going, Vinny? We are Winnie and Vinny in here. So, Vinny, did you read that conversation in the Mango Gaming Lounge on my nausea when playing with the regular killers in DPD versus playing the Plague? It's so fascinating, man. It's so freaking fascinating. I can actually play Plague and not get nauseous because she's throwing up on everyone. It's crazy. But yeah, you should read that conversation. So by the way, guys, if you guys, if I didn't show this to you guys, show this off to you guys yet on the Mango dashboard, if you guys do click the home button right over here, you will be taken to the trend trading dashboard over here, where you basically get a bird's eye view of what's flip long, what's flip short, etc, etc. As you guys can see, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and IoT. Interesting, eh? This led the way. It flipped long 18 days ago, and it's up 471%. So if you do scroll through, you're going to see that IoT flipped long before any of the other coins, at least on this page over here. Luna as well, interesting. So Luna flipped long 18 days ago and up 96%. These just really led the way, and now the rest of the market has been following. So yeah, 18 days ago on IoT up 471%. I believe Luna was 18 days as well, or was it 14 days? CHZ 15 days been running. Where's Luna? Luna lost here. Luna 18 days ago. Yeah, there you go. Interesting. Wait, is this too small for you guys? Let me switch to the Mango dashboard thingy. By the way, guys, shout out to Ollie for setting up these transitions for me. Right, he's the one who did all of this. So massive shout out to Ollie. Not sure if you're still here. He's still in here. Ollie did this too, by the way. I'm going to switch to the start screen real quick. It was his brother, I believe. Oh wait, you can't see it here. Damn. Okay, but there was a GIF or spinning Mango research icon that Ollie and his brother worked on. Yeah, so I've been playing Plague, man, but she's so freaking difficult to play because you gotta do so much. You gotta throw up on them, make sure they get sick, then you gotta make sure they get infected, then they break, and then you gotta kill them. Oh, Vinny, what are your thoughts on the market, man? Is this just a bear market rally, or is this a reversal? What are your thoughts? So I think people are looking at something like this, right? They're like, resistance. I mean, could be. We don't know. But then I could draw it like this too. Resistance. Futile. But this is resistance though. Like the cloud is saying resistance, so I'm not gonna argue with that. There's a breakdown point literally right over here. So I shouldn't be making fun of this. Resistance. Fish is like, not sure yet. That's the right answer. Not sure yet. That's the right answer. Oh, dude, I cannot play Hag. I played Hag for one game, and that was the worst. Holy. Because I had a ritual. That was like one of those quest thingies. And oh my god, I'm like, okay, these survivors can win. I don't care. I literally teleported twice and I was out. I was on the floor, man. Hey Winnie, let's go ahead and pull it up. Thank you for the ticker. A lot easier for me. So what am I looking for again? You said Bitcoin bounced off the 2017 high when adjusted for M2 money supply. Well done. Yeah. I believe Krisha and I were looking at this too. Krisha particularly was looking at this, and yeah, this is interesting. So essentially we're retesting the highs, and this was a big buy opportunity for people, right? This is I like this look, man. I like this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go ahead and save this. I'm gonna save this shot. So thank you so much for that. It's just there we go. I put it up over here. No, not there, not there. Good find, buddy. So this was essentially the market saying, hey, this is your chance to be buying, right, at the local high, at the previous market highs, previous cycle highs. If you, this is actually really neat, right? You can see that break, test. I wonder how the dynamic will do on this. Interesting. Let's look at the new version of the dynamic, see what tempo is saying on this. Interesting. Look at that retest too. It's pretty clean. Pretty clean. What's up, Winnie? It is fascinating, man. Because these things actually works, and it gives you, and also puts things into perspective that Bitcoin is not that freaking high, right? It's not that high in price. Like, adjusted for money supply, you're literally getting to buy Bitcoin at 2017 prices. Like, you're literally getting to buy, okay, 50% above now because we rallied, but at that zone, that monthly zone that we were collecting at. I mean, if you guys remember, when we started this market cycle around here, I think Ollie, you were in that live stream where we discussed that entire, we said that we are predicting that entire 40K zone, right? And everything from around 45K to 30K, that's going to be the next market low. Now, little did we know that we'd get that opportunity immediately, but I do still believe that around 45K, I'll put that up a little bit now, actually. I'd say all the way to 50K, going into the next market cycle low, right? We're going to be thinking, damn, these are all great buy opportunities, right? So if we do come down, let's say this is all pretense, by the way. It's all pretense on this being the end of the bear market, and we're going to another bull run, and we go to like crazy numbers all the way to 200,000, whatever, right? Maybe 150, maybe 200, maybe 300. I believe that 50K, the 50K price, believe it or not, is going to end up being the value buy. So if you're making purchases and you really truly have a long-term outlook for around 10 years, right, minimum 5 years, then I personally, this is how I'm trading it. Okay, all my buys at these levels are spot buys, not these levels, not my current trend trade. Okay, that's a leverage trade. I'm not taking a leverage trade that's going to last years, unless I'm borrowing money from the bank and shit like that, right? That's a leverage trade that you're not getting mark to market. But if you're getting mark to market on a daily freaking basis, on a minute, every minute basis, you don't want to be taking a leverage trade for 10 years. Bitcoin will shake you out. But if you're spot buying, right, you're doing it because you want to be buying for 5 years, man. You don't want to be buying spot for like a few months. It's a waste. It's a waste of edge. It's a waste of edge if you do not play that 5-year zone, because no one, dude, I say dude, I'm talking to all of you, okay, all of you out there, you guys need to understand, no one is measuring your performance but yourself. Okay, nobody's measuring your performance. You do not have a desk manager. You do not have clients that you report to. You're not managing money for someone else. So you use the fact that you can be patient. That is your biggest edge as a retailer, period. Right, sorry for the rant. Apologies for the mango rants. That's money supply one though, right? Exactly, man. That's the one I was going to bring up with you next. If you check, if you plot it against M1, you're gonna see that Bitcoin has not even taken out all-time highs. Disha says, hello Sean, I got RVN around 0.07 cents. Has gone up 100%. What strategy should I use to $2 cost average out? Okay, so no one can tell you that now. No one can tell you that. You've put yourself in a situation where whatever happens, you're going to either that person is going to look like a genius to you, or that person is going to look stupid to you, because no one can know. No one can know how you should take profits after the fact. You should already have predefined how you are going to take profits, because then no matter what happened, you can tell yourself that, hey, I stuck to my plan, I stuck to my process, right? And your plan and your process needs to be holistic to your portfolio, to your crypto portfolio, and also underlying to your main financial portfolio or your financial situation in life. So like, I don't know whether you should be taking profits or whether you should be sticking to the trend trade, etc., etc. You can't. No one can know, man. And now you've put yourself in a situation where the emotions are in play. But I know that's not very helpful to you. But RVN, if I don't know, you can start saying, hey, I'll start taking 20% off here, 20% off if it goes higher, 20% off if it goes lower, and just start scaling out. That's the best you can do now. Yeah, I want to do a seedling only video, but so essentially okay, so this is, it really depends on whether or not we continue on over for a bull market rally, right? If we do continue on for a bull market rally from over here, then I believe that we are likely going to see a 75% minimum drop from where we top off, whether it be $200,000, $150,000, or maybe $300,000, right? 75% minimum. It could actually be, I would be looking for around 80%. As to how all of this plays out, I will elaborate more in a separate video that I will share with I'll share on the seed setups, right? Because I really want to flesh this out, and I want to think about how the dots may connect when pertaining to yields, when pertaining to the bond market, when pertaining to global macro influences, right? There are some big influences, some big that I fully want to wrap my mind around as well, in terms of how certain countries may actually affect the US markets and how the US markets will affect the global markets, right? But I think that we are inevitably going to be seeing a pullback of around 75% to 80%. Crypto may even see worse, and it will be prudent to have cash on hand, in my opinion, right? So I think now at the very least should be the time where people should start being a little bit more cautious, looking forward, right? Forward looking. So we were really bullish throughout this entire period, right? Cash was like useless. I don't want to say useless, but it was a time where we were forward looking towards this phase. Remember, we were talking about 50,000 Bitcoin, $100,000 Bitcoin when Bitcoin was at these levels, man. Like when people were not even entertaining that idea. So we were forward looking 3-5 years. Now I want us to be forward looking again 3-5 years from today onwards, and I want us to know that, I want us to be ready for a move where I don't know when it's going to come, because we don't try to time that, but it could be 2022 early, could be 2022 late, we don't know. But whether it happens from around here or whether it happens from a higher price, I think there will be a time that comes, because of certain influences, where we do see a good 80% pullback, 75%, minimum, but it could be up to 80%, right? So let's say we go all the way up to around $200,000 and we see an 80% pullback. Well, that's going to be significant, right? I'm just reading the comments over here. We should do a seed live stream. Yeah, if you have enough people. The thing is, when I've tried seed live streams, and this is the issue that I encounter. It's not fair to everyone to have a seed live stream because of the global thing, right? Because people might be asleep. So I want to be as fair as possible to people. So I want to have enough people agreeing on a certain time. Yeah, so like around a 7. So if we be a little bit more cautious and say, hey, we could have around a 80% pullback, and even Bitcoin goes all the way up to $300,000, guys. But even if Bitcoin goes all the way up to around $300,000, guys, and we get an 80% pullback, 80% of 300,000, that's $240,000 cut off from the price. So that actually puts us at $60,000, right? That puts us at our current all-time highs, right? If we go up to $200,000 and we have a pullback, that's going to cut off a good $160,000, and that's going to put us at $40,000. That puts us at our current price, right? So just understand that it's not so much about, hey, Bitcoin is bad, but hey, if you're looking to collect more Bitcoin, well, you get to step in as a buyer when the market needs you, right? When Bitcoin needs you to step in. So people think, hey, I'm now going to sell Cardano because I'm loyal to Cardano, but perhaps you can be more useful to Cardano as a network by providing it support at key levels where you can maintain network security at a certain price, because price does help with security, right? I can defy, says Julian. He defies me. So I also see, Julian, I also see that lining up with the Fed being forced, their hand being forced at one point to so the way it's working right now is that they are in a position where they're trying to keep the people happy, right? The people happy who have been pretty much getting subjugated for the past 20 years, while the bond holders, they benefit. So now they need to be able to balance the subjugation between the bondholders and the people. At one point, I think, well, they will have to pick side, and I think because the bond market has had a rally for been enjoying the benefits of the Fed for good 30 years now, maybe more, yeah, maybe 50 years, maybe, if more like 40 years, but I think that at least temporarily, if we see it go the other way, and we see people jump ship to another country, right? Anywhere, global markets, there will be a liquidity event, and we could benefit massively from that. Bitcoin is here to stay. That's for sure. Right? The USD price, however, is going to be the USD price of Bitcoin is going to be very, very volatile. And if you are holding USD as your means to purchase Bitcoin, and you are using Bitcoin as a means to measure your wealth and your success, well, then that could be an opportunity, right? That we as traders, because that's what we are at the end of the day, traders, we should be looking out for. We should be forward thinking in that mindset. And be very careful of Twitter and just YouTube. I'm generalizing over here, right? But in general, you should be careful of people who just bandwagon on narratives, right? You're going to see people bandwagon from one narrative to another narrative to another narrative, and it's those people are primarily doing it only to get views and clicks, etc. And I'm not putting any of them down, because YouTube is incentivizing that behavior, right? But your finances are on the line over here, so you need to be very careful with that. So you need to be thinking ahead of the narratives that come and evolve, take into consideration the evolution of narratives, because market participants also evolve with the narratives. I only Cardano. Ethereum, I always have some Ethereum, by the way. So I do have Ethereum, but don't consider that like a altcoin position, right? There are times where I dump all my Ethereum, right, for a trade purposes, so I'm kind of like short Ethereum at that point. I do have some Ethereum at all times, but I do have a Cardano position. I've been trading Cardano off the dynamic, man. Let me just go pull it up right over there. You see it, right? So if you watch the most recent Cardano video, Fraser, I was bullish on Cardano before it had its most recent run, right? This is primarily why I don't pull up the Bitcoin pairing anymore on the daily videos, because I don't think people care about the Bitcoin pairing. But I said, hey guys, be patient on Cardano. If you guys do remember saying that, right? Well, now you guys know why. Of course, my biases won't play there too. Sometimes I'll say be patient because I'm biased on the trade, because I need to be patient, right? So I'm saying it out loud more to convince myself. And then, hey, the trade may not work out, and I'll just take the loss. So many of our trades haven't worked out, right? Well, not recently, but some trades they get invalidated. Do I think what happened over the last two weeks could be a bounce of the 50 weekly SMA and then capitulation to the 200 SMA? Yeah, could be, but I mean, if you're watching the chart and that's how it panned out, right? See, the big question over here, my man Doug, is that do we see continuation of a higher low and a higher high on a trend basis, or do we see Bitcoin roll over here, right? That's the big worry for traders over here if you're looking at the weekly time frame, because historically Bitcoin has had a lot of fake outs, man, on the weekly time frame. Now, if you compare this bear market, right, you can see that structurally we had a lot of structurally there were low highs, but these rallies over here, like, they have put fear into people that's lasting to this day, right? And yeah, so just I think the big fake out could be that people are expecting this to be a dead cat bounce, and I wouldn't look at this as one. Even structurally, I wouldn't look at this as one at all. Like, this was a dead cat bounce over here, but this could be a bear market rally, right? Bear market rallies don't need to be pretty at all. We do have resistance over here, and that's something you have to respect. But my thesis is that based on the monthly time frame, I'm leaning more bullish, because the monthly, that last few days of that monthly, I had to switch my entire thesis around, or rather, not my thesis, my position, right? Because my thesis was always, if the monthly closes well, we will be bullish, but didn't expect it to close as well as it did, and it did. Done. I will have to watch all the missed videos tomorrow. The cottage I wasn't in. Okay. It just like basically position on Cardano was, hey, let's be patient. It's likely going to see a rally soon, and we saw the rally. It's nothing other than that. What's crack? I told you guys Krisha was here. I could hear her. Hey Krisha, how's it going, sweetheart? Yeah, Andrew, I think you're right on that. people want as human beings, we're gonna want to compare things to something that we can remember and recognize because it's comfortable, right? We rely on patterns to survive as human beings. Like we back in the day, like back in our caveman days, we used to see someone eat a berry. Oh, he died eating that berry. I'm not going to eat that berry because that pattern is a bad pattern. Oh, look at that person. He ate those berries and he's living happily. He's eating them constantly. Well, I'm going to go and eat those berries as well. So those kind of that pattern recognition system is kind of like ingrained in us, and we're going to like constantly want to find patterns and similarities between events. But the market participants, the real players in the market, they will use that against you. ADA is breaking out of what I thought was a monthly, weekly distribution range. Looks really, yeah, exactly. I think so too. I think so too. ADA USDT, I really like it. You could be a little bit more patient on it. Look at the monthly range, man. We close the monthly over here. $1.74 is going to look spectacular, right? When you go ahead and switch on over to the weekly time frame, this is where it gets a little bit more interesting. We've put in a structure over here where that if we do close above this horizontal, everything is a-okay. But if we do close underneath that horizontal, at that point I'll be looking for a higher low first and then the higher high. Either way, it's coming in the next few weeks. Because remember, what was our stance at Mango, at Seed especially? We said, hey, leading into August and September, things are going to start turning around, right? We kept saying that over and over again. But what do you know? We're mid-August now, and a few more weeks we're going to be into September. And I really think a lot of altcoins are going to be putting higher lows in the weekly time frame at the very least, if not just put an outright W-like formations, right? Ugly W-like formations, and break towards the upside. So you're going to see this over and over again. Like this high over here, important. Phil, is that Filecoin? I haven't looked at that in a while. This is Filecoin, right? This is the one you're talking about? I should look at the USD pairing. This is not looking good, man. I wouldn't trade this. But maybe Ollie and you have some something that you're looking at in terms of like support. Oh no, I'm supposed to look at the USD pairing. Interesting. It did break. Okay, this is interesting over here. The daily is really interesting. Let me pull out the new version and see if we have tempos on. Okay, so tempo has turned on just yet. Okay, this looks good over here. The weekly doesn't look too good though, but this did have a good turnaround on the dynamic over here, right? Similar to how so if I save this temporarily quickly, so it's down over here, right? So if you go on over to Bitcoin, you're going to see something similar on the daily. It held the dynamic as resistance the entire time. As soon as it broke out of the dynamic, you replay that trade, right? You can do this on all coins, on all assets. When you see something hold, the market has essentially identified a trend as resistance that it constantly shorts. As soon as that breaks, well, those traders get out of their trade. So that's what the dynamic is calculating. It doesn't matter what the other market participants are using for their trend trade, right? It doesn't matter. That's what the dynamic is calculating, right? The market participants trend in a whole, right? And as soon as we identify something like this, we can take the other side as soon as it breaks. So again, with Phil, same story. It was holding. Then we start seeing multiple candle closes above, start flattening out, and I would have gotten in somewhere around here this trade, and then broke this horizontal too. There's a measured move on this structure aggressively, and take it. Yeah. This is going to make its way up to 89. What's it sitting at right now? 72 to 30%, I think. 25%. Does it make sense, guys? Did what I say make sense to you? Sean, what things to look out for to figure out if it's accumulation or distribution? Don't try to figure it out, man. if there's anything you should have learned from this entire phase that we traded Bitcoin, that you don't need to figure it out. Just don't try. Just trade what you're seeing. Just be like, I don't care. I don't care whether it's accumulation or distribution. I'm gonna trade what I'm seeing. The reason Mango doesn't have such a big audience, and the reason Mango doesn't like get so much attention, is because we don't make any bold calls, right? In terms of what people want to hear. They want to hear a target for end of year. They want to hear, hey, is this accumulation or is this distribution? We don't make those calls because we want to make money. And if you make those calls, I don't think you're making money. My opinion. I don't think you're trading. Like, we just evolve with the markets, man. And hey, we traded this, right? We caught this move from Bitcoin around this zone, right? But you go ahead and watch those videos as to what we were looking for and why we traded. We had no intention of trading a trend trade over there. We were trading a massive breakout trade, right? We were trading a bear trap flipping into a bullish channel breakout, right? That's what we were trading. And then we took our profits, and then we switched into a trend trade stance only after the monthly confirmed, right? Once the monthly confirmed its position, we were like, okay, hey, this was accumulation, period. Right now, it doesn't matter whether people say that, hey, let's say Bitcoin dumps from here. Okay, let's say Bitcoin dumps from here. Right? Anyone who comes in and says, hey, I told you this was distribution. No, it wasn't. It wasn't distribution. Clearly it was accumulation because it freaking pumped towards the upside, right? And then maybe this over here was distribution. But does it matter? Do you need to know? No, you trade it. You trade what you see. So if I was let's say I stepped into the market right now as a brand new trader, not a brand new trader with no experience. What I mean is a brand new market participant. I would have been looking at the Ichimoku on the 2-day time frame, on the daily. I'd be looking at all this resistance and say, hey, I'm not longing over here. This looks like resistance, and we could be seeing distribution against this, and I'd be looking for downside more than upside. If we flip this, then I look for upside, right? So this is the point where I either go short or I wait. Make sense? Hey, Fraser, did you check out the new dashboard, by the way? Fraser, Vinny, I hope you've been checking out the new dashboard. You gotta play around with this, man. He must have missed it because he was in the cottage. Look at that, guys. Look at that. VeChain about to close over major 4-day level. Winnie says, how's Chia looking? We can go ahead and check out Chia in a bit. Rodrigo's like some moon on Rodrigo, are you the Rodrigo who has been following Trice? We're at around an hour and a half in, guys. I'll be wrapping up soon, so we can go ahead and take a look at a few altcoins. So you guys have any requests, let me know quick. Oh, Mag is here. She has a question. She says, just by the way, Sean, kind of miss a quick look at BTC pairing to altcoin you're looking at in your daily videos, even briefly. Maybe you could still share your charts on them. It's hard, Mag, because the videos are going to get too long. They're already way too long, because they're like at what, 30 minutes when we try to keep them down at 20 minutes. If I look at the Bitcoin pairing, it's going to end up being 35-40 minutes. And yeah, killing it, Trice. Attaboy. you guys think that I don't keep a track of what my Mongolians are trading and what they are interested in. I'm always watching, man. And I remember. Link. Alright, you can check out link too. Oh, by the way, guys, check out the pin post, and if you guys don't mind, please go ahead and clap on the post. I put a lot of efforts into writing that. It's a combination of many books that I read together. But definitely check out the Sovereign Individual too. Great book that I borrow a lot from. But yeah, go ahead and read the post, because it is a good succinct summary of a lot of important concepts that Robert Breedlove himself, by the way, retweeted that post, and it was a big honor for me because I really respect that dude. I've read everything that he's written, so he retweeted it too, saying that, hey, a really good summary of the concepts that he talks about a lot too, right? So go ahead and read the post and clap. I want to get that post to 2,000 claps, so if you guys could help me with that, it would be awesome. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel yet, subscribe to the channel. I'm hoping to get Mango to 60,000 subscribers before Bitcoin gets to 60,000. I know that's going to be impossible, but we are in a similar situation that we were in when Bitcoin was at 10,000 and Mango was at 10,000. Yeah, the cloud is freaking... Cloud is king, man. Where do you make the decision to flip? Do you look at going below specific target, specific amount of candle closes? What do you mean, Lucas? The post is a gem, a must read, says Krisha A. Thank you, Krisha. No, I've just been sitting with my hands behind my head. That's where the camera helps. You guys get to see when I'm just sitting back. Bitcoin holding that neckline, guys. Oof, 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 oof. If we break those cloud levels, let's not forget, at the end of the day, the weekly is still looking good. Oh, weekly has Tenkin resistance as well. Let's not forget that, actually. 21 EMA. Yeah, there's a lot of resistance overhead, man. 21 EMA would be a good bid. I'd expect it to catch a bit. Menacing blue out of there. Let's keep it on though. To not forget the possibility of the down move too. Mark says improvements to the horizontal calculations might be coming soon. Yeah, by the way, guys, the support and resistance feature will always be improved over time. So any feedback that you guys may have, it's welcomed, but do not use any indicator, any tool, any of the features in isolation. You guys have to be using it holistically with everything else that you guys have, all your tools, all your skills. What experience level do you have to join Mango? Are you referring to the seed program? The seed program assumes that you know nothing. It assumes that you know absolutely nothing. I literally start off traders with fun basic analogies and stories. We do not use any theoretical terms or any of those the jargon and the lingo. I'm not a fan of lingo or jargon. I teach in a way that you do not have to memorize anything, right? So all those candlestick patterns, all of that, you never have to memorize any of those big charts, right? So we get down to the fundamentals of everything using cool analogies. So you do not need to know anything. In fact, you should talk to a lot of the seedlings in here, man. A lot of them started knowing nothing. And we welcome people who know nothing. In fact, I talk to experienced traders who do join, and I have to have usually a stern talk with them saying that, hey, listen, you're coming to Mango, come with an empty cup. right? You got to put away all of your preconceptions and notions, right? And you got to approach this with a clear mind. Assume you know nothing, because even if you do know stuff and you have a lot to offer the community where you can help and teach, first you need to embrace the mango way. And the only way to do that is to clear your mind out first, and then you can add your own style and your own ideas, and then you can actually be helpful to the community. A real good example of that is Robert, right? He likes trading a lot more aggressively, the shorter time frames, etc. But when he did join, he stopped all of that for the entirety of the program, and he studied the program first, embraced the mango way, and then he molded it and fit it into his style of trading. And holy like, this guy's a really good trader now. Good job, bull run. He started 1 Bitcoin in 2016 at $1,200, and now he's set for life. Do you guys have people trading spot or all leverage? So we have an entire module on how to trade leverage and how to do it safely. So we use leverage to protect ourselves even further, because leverage is actually a tool, and you should be using that tool to protect yourself, not using that tool to increase your risk. Your risk should not be a function of your leverage. Your risk should be a function of your risk, right? How much risk you take should be predefined, and then you use leverage to either defer counterparty risk or to increase your liquidity, right? So it basically helps you be more efficient with your trades. So we use leverage to protect ourselves, right? And leverage is an important tool for that. Spot actually increases risk unless you are buying Bitcoin and putting it into your Ledger wallet or whatever, or your hardware wallet, or any altcoin that you put into your wallet, right? But I do not recommend spot for like mid-cycle trades. I try to avoid it unless I'm forced to. How about this? Let me put it this way: I avoid spot trading unless I am forced to. Zahir, 0 experience like me. Yeah, Zahir had 0 experience, and now look at this guy. Yeah, Winnie was fun, bud. Wrapping up the stream soon. Ooh, Winnie asked for Chia. Let's go ahead and look at that. XCH. Is this Jesus, no, man. Is this the only exchange? UOB? KuCoin? Okay, there you go. Looks better. Oh my god. Find an exchange that has 1 candle, and there you go. It's bullish. This is not a good looking chart, man. Yeah, until it breaks about this level, the weekly is like, I don't like this, but because the markets are bullish, it may flip this, and then in that case the next resistance level is only at 608. So that's a 2x. It's not much. It looks huge, but for that kind of risk, for 2x, 2x is not enough. Not enough for me. Like, what kind of liquidity could you find on? Like, the daily isn't looking too bad over here. Putting in a good structure. 20 anime Tenkin, Kijun resistance overhead, higher high over here, higher lows. You have a lower time frame structure as well over here. You can go ahead and probably find this on the 4-hour time frame. You put a horizontal off the daily time frame. So yeah, that's your lower time frame structure right over here. Sold off immediately. Likely going to make its way to around 315 again, holding those 20 EMA and Tenkin levels. Seems like it's accumulating, to be honest. Does seem like that. But I wouldn't be surprised to see something like this. Right? No. But yeah. Luna's trending hard, eh? Yeah, dude. We were looking at the dashboard. Like, so Luna, if you check out the dashboard, Fraser, there are 2 coins on there that flipped before every other coin. So I was looking at, I believe 18 days ago. Yeah, so IOTX, buddy. IOTX. Right, I remember, I think we were trading this during BMC days. This is that coin, right? This is that coin. Is this IOTA, right? I'm not sure. I'm not keeping up with all coins anymore. But it flipped 18 days ago, 515% up. Okay, now you go down to Luna, that also flipped 18 days ago. Where's Luna? Where's Luna? Luna. What am I doing? I should just use the freaking search. Jesus Christ. Luna. Yeah, there you go. 18 days ago, flipped on the USD pairing right over here, and it's up 96%. So you have Luna and you have IoT, right? And yeah, both of them 18 days ago, while the rest of the market is averaging around 13 to 15 days ago max. 15 days ago max. I would say more like 13 days ago. IOTA or IOTX and Luna flipped 18 days ago. Awesome for that flash brief, very succinct, one word for each candle in the chart. Yeah. I'm not sure whether you're being sarcastic, but hey man, that's all I can do at the moment. Oh yeah, we should make TraderFish a mod, dude. What are we doing? Add moderator. I have been dubbed Knights of the Mongolian. ITOX looks like a PND. Let's go ahead. Let's go and look at it. If Fraser calls something a PND, it's gotta be fun. Holy shit, what is this? This is Coinbase though, right? Binance. Yeah, this is a yeah, this yeah. But how did the dynamic call it? How did the dynamic call this? I'm really interested. Jesus. I'm not dynamic, the dashboard. The dynamic would not have called this one. The weekly. Maybe the daily had a better structure. Cloud. Oof. Yeah, I would not trade this, but hey man, to each their own. Alright guys, with that, I think we're going to be wrapping up. I'm famished, man. Luna has good structure. Okay, you know what? Let's go look at Luna before we wrap up. The Bitcoin pairing or the USD pairing? USD pairing, that's good. Yeah, Luna. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. You guys see this? Cloud flipping, slipping. Flipping, friggin', flipping, slipping. Green. Resistance. It's futile. I'm just drawing nonsense, guys. Yeah. Any test of 11 is a buy. 11ish, 12ish. I don't think we get that though. This looks a bit toppy. This candle looks a bit toppy. 14 hours, 11 minutes before we do close it. And considering the way it's been putting in structure, these candles do have importance. So unless it does see a pickup over the next, well, 3-4 hour candles that we do have left, right? After this 2-hour candle close, we have 3 more 4-hour candles left. We could see a pickup, but this has been trending aggressively, man. I think we'd see a pullback before anything, because this does look a little bit but I don't know. Again, lower time frames can't really judge much, right? The 2-day time frame does look a bit toppy. Daily too, actually. Yeah, daily too. This looks toppy, man. That candle look out there took out the low. Daily candle looks like a buy over here. But day 21, here, this zone, $13. Ollie says fun stream. Thanks, Sean. Hey man, it was good to have you here, Ollie. Krisha, you got us snacks, really? No way. Oh my god, I'm so hungry. You have no idea. Doing a live stream after so long really took a lot out of me. Marino says, hey, finally made it to the stream after a couple of months. This is the first stream after a couple of months, actually. So you made it to the first stream after a couple of months. Good to have you. Mox, a quick shot and the stream before all the snacks gone. So, oh, dude, we should play Catan today, by the way. Gather the crew. Or at least some DVD. Okay, so guys, I really had a great time. If you guys are interested in checking out the dashboard, I really recommend you do. It's available at app.mangoresearch.co. You can make a free account and you'll have access to all of these really cool features. Let me go ahead and switch to the Mango view. Hold up. Oops. What am I doing? I'm all over the place. Where is it? I can't find it. Oh, it's too many screens, man. Okay, yeah, so now let me switch. Okay, yeah, right over here, you can turn on your EMAs, you can turn on your SMAs, you can turn on your cloud in isolation, by the way. So you can turn off your SMAs and your EMAs. You can have only a cloud showing, and I really like this. I really like this feature because it's something I've always wanted myself. When I'm trading, I really like to be able to one click see only the Ichimoku. And as you guys know, like when I have my Mango ribbon on, I do not have my cloud on at all times, right? I have different templates to be able to see, hey, do I want to see the cloud or do I want to see my Tenkin Kijun, right? Because I trade them differently, right? Because for example, when you do see a Kijun flatten out like this and the Tenkin overhead with the similar flat structure, you do have a C-span trade and you may want to ignore the cloud because it just causes noise, etc, etc. But yeah, do go ahead and check it out. The Bitcoin pairing and the Ethereum pairing is available completely for free with all of these indicators on the side too, included along with your swing lows and swing highs, by the way, which is great for educational purposes. The only thing that you need premium access for is weekly SNR and 4-day SNR, and also I believe, yeah, the coins over here, right? So ADA, VeChain and Matic are available only for the premium users. And yeah, enjoy the new Mango view. And Samson, how's it going, buddy? Good to see that you're still in here. Mag, how are ya? Good to have you guys join us. And hey, I'm getting tired, so before I just start rambling nonsense, let's wrap it up. I'll turn up the music and let's end with the Mango song. I got it. Hold up. Mango song. You guys ready for it? I'll find it though. No, I can't find it. No, this is not it. Okay, this is one of them though.
You gotta put your past behind you. Look, kid, bad things happen, and you can't do anything about it, right? Wrong! When the world turns its back on you, you turn your back on them.
Well, that's not what I was told.
And maybe you
And with that, guys, do the Mango way, do the easy way, do the stress-free way, do the breezy way. Hakuna Matata.
It means no worries. No worries.